Lee. Hello, hey cousins and networkers. So this is a co-create live stream. We are gonna be hanging out, listening to some music. I have some things that I'm going to be working on. I'll share some of the processes that I use with y'all and stuff like that. I am going to put on some music real quick for us just because we need music. Okay. Hopefully that's not too loud, but anyway. I'm still learning how to do all the things. I'm still learning how to set everything up. So, I am on Restream. I'm using Restream, and I'm just figuring out how I want to like do all the stuff. So, we're gonna change our primary color here. Um, calling it love, calling it love, making up fuss. Hopefully, since I'm on my desktop, I'll be able to share my screen this time because I wasn't able to share it the last time I was on my phone. Okay, here we go. Matrimony to my body language, poetry, matrimony. I okay, here, screen share. Yeah, that's what I want to do. All right, so we're gonna go to my kit and okay, let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, so we're here. We're in my kit. I'm going to go to my landing pages. Um, how can I see myself at the same time? Oops. Get so sentimental. Okay, so are we on my landing pages? Okay, we are. Think about you. Okay, so I unfortunately deleted like almost all of my like landing pages and forms. So I'm going to audit what I have right now and just kind of notate what needs to be done and put a timeline and like deadline on it. And then we'll go into creating some other things. But before we get started, hey, my name is Jessica, Jessica Tappy. I'm the content queen on um, all the platforms. I do a lot of work in content marketing, content writing. I've been an entrepreneur for 7 years. Femway was founded 2 years ago. Femway is a females earning money our way through online businesses, brands, and remote careers. Pretty much a networking platform place for women who are building agencies, working in tech, and want to build a personal brand or build just a brand in general online so that they can get the clients. So our I guess you could say motto is be seen, be heard, get paid, because with content, it's not necessarily about the amount of content. It is about the quality of content, but it's also about the amount of outbound engagement that you decide to put your time into. So, um, yeah. So that's pretty much, I was like thinking about it a while ago, like earlier today, that I will post on TikTok and sometimes I'll let the post just go, meaning that I'll do the pre-engagement, the pre-post engagement. So like I'll engage with people before I post it, and then I'll engage with people after I post it. And then sometimes I will I will just post. I'll do a little bit of engagement and then I won't post again for a couple of days. And I can see that that platform, specifically TikTok and Instagram, will like push that video or push that content in order for me to encourage me to post more. And I've seen that quite often on TikTok and Instagram. So y'all should try it and let me know how it goes. I'm gonna go to the chat because I don't really. Okay, are we here? All right, we're still here. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted to do. Tell me you're struggling without telling me you're struggling. I'm struggling. Okay, so anyway, I'm assuming that y'all can still see me. I just cannot find where my other here it is. There we go. Can I There we go. All right. I have figured it out. I've figured it out. I'm going to, however, adjust this so that I can make this bigger. All right. Hopefully everybody can see that. Anyway, all right. So like I said, I'm going to give myself until the end of the week to have these landing pages completed. Okay. Um, so the 6 day, I know I have to redo this one because I accidentally. Okay, so 6 day Twitter email, and I'll show you what the email looks like, of course. So the purpose of the landing page, right? So let's just preview it so you can see it. The purpose of a landing page through Kit is to provide the person information about what they're signing up for. So this one is a template. It does have the earning agency, which is my newsletter. And it pretty much just says this is the headline, subheadline, body, the information, and then your sign up today, right? Your call to action is sign up today. So many things. And then this down here, build your newsletter with Kit, is my own affiliate link. So I'm an affiliate and ambassador for Kit. So most of the time I do have my own little button here that I've created. Um, so when you click it, are you a robot? Takes you to the things, and then those people who are clicking, if you decide to sign up for a free trial or go in and purchase, I may get or I will get paid off of that. So appreciate your support in that way. And then we in the preview. And so I'm not gonna start doing the thing right now. I'm just writing down that this is something that I need to do. So I have to go back in and change all the copy on this, all the content, put the images and all that stuff. But I will show you the sequence that goes with that landing page, which is this: how to host Firespace's email course. As you can see, let me go back. Let me go back. You can see the open rate right here and the click rate. Okay, so the open rate is 80%, the click rate is 1.4, so 1.5%. This is what a sequence looks like. So a sequence is the um, order of emails that you've set up so that when people are signing to your newsletter, they will automatically get these emails. Okay, so this is the first one. This is how to be the hottest space host and grow on Twitter. I could probably change that because it's a mouthful, but that's the subject line up here. Now, I went through and I kind of changed, or I really did change a lot about these emails here. And I love this. I really love this Gary Vaynerchuk give, just because one, it's like the same greenish color that we have for branding. But also Chat GPT, I asked, compare Femway to, a well-known type marketing, and then they compared Femway to uh, VaynerMedia, which is owned by Gary Vaynerchuk, and then Girl Boss. And I went and looked up a lot of, like, I went and looked. Oh, I already knew about Gary, right? But I looked up Girl Boss, went to their website, and it's pretty spot on. Um, Here, and then pretty much I have to go through and just update these images. So most of the content that's here, right? I have the content in a, like, and when I say content, I mean the writing. So the content, the copy, whatever you want to call it, is here, right? But I have it in a Google Doc. I'm going to go and make the edits and stuff. And but that's going to be a different set of times. I was just showing you the sequence. This is what the sequence looks like. And you can add on as many sequences as you want. And when you create a sequence, right, you can set the day that it goes out. So immediately, this email is the first email, which is the welcome email to signing up to the Twitter Space course. This is what you'll get. Hey, thanks for signing up. Here's the course. Hope you enjoy it. Here's if you click on this link, it's a chat GPT bot that I made, and you can go, check it out and use it and then throughout the sequence, you'll, have different ways to use the chat bot and stuff like that. So you don't just have that resource, you'll be able to know, some prompts to use with it and stuff like that. So and this is 6 days, and then I needed to finish. I'm gonna go and finish this like offboarding, kind of like completion. Hey, you completed. You did your 6 days. Um, what is some feedback? Leave a review. I'll probably put a poll in here. Because when you click on the block, you add that plus sign, and you can put a poll right here, and you can get the feedback, or if you want to use an existing poll. I do have some polls already that I've created. But anyway, so we're going to go back. All right, we're going to go back to the landing pages and forms. Okay, this one is okay. I do have to make some updates just to like the time and some of this because, okay, so the FemX Pro mentorship, it is it is net like outlined, like you tell me, because the mentee is the one that tells me what exactly they're struggling with, what they want to focus on. This is something that I offer a month to month, and then I also offer quarterly, right? So, and because month to month, you might just want to try it out before commit. Have had one person, shout out to Megan, who went ahead and subscribed months, which she got a good because I raised the price. I raised the price a lot actually. And so she got in, like she was the only one, first one and only one to get in at like $27 for 3 months. Now it's $97 for 3 months. And it's like 20 something or dollars for a month. So unfortunately things happen that way for the people who don't get in. All right. I mean, it happens. It's not like trying to be that way, but anyway, so I'll probably have to update this information. I don't really necessarily enjoy the color layout either. Like this green, but sometimes the green and the red gives like this Christmassy holiday kind of feel, and I don't really like that. So I've been trying to play with the background a little bit, and I might do like a black or maybe just like this. And then use the green and the red as accent colors probably. Yeah. That looks way better. So we're gonna save and publish. All right, so I'm gonna put down here FemX Pro copy content rewrite. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to our landing pages and forms. Here you can see like I have one person sign up from the creator profile, the creator network, and the creator network. The creator network is I'll show that to y'all later, but anyway, so now we have the kit starter sign up, which needs to be done completely. Kit starter. And I will show you what this is. So it's one of my digital services. So Kitstarter right here, it's a one-time $70 purchase, investment, whatever you want to say. You're spending $70, but we are together for an hour, and we go through all of Kit, as much of Kit as you want in that hour, right? Because I know I can get through the whole thing in an hour, but maybe you're focused one thing in particular. Maybe you want to focus on your automations, apps, your app integrations, or maybe you're looking for more of setting up your email templates, your snippets, and your sequences. That's up to you. But we go all the way from just going to your settings to selling, which is in the earn section with your products and your tips and your payouts and all of those things. And we go over all of that. So this is the kit starter. This is the kit starter. And for me, I want to make sure all of my landing pages and forms have the same aesthetic. So the same look with the same layout, same colors, and then also same fonts, layout, the size of the text is the same. This is where you get the consistency, right? And throughout your branding. So you want to have the same visuals, same language, same, as much as you can, even in your own graphics. So I try really hard to find um font families, fonts that are both on Kit and on Canva that are supported in um most email services, email platforms. Okay, so this is the kit starter. This is know, the product page. This is the product page. The checkout, this is what the checkout will look like, the confirmation, and then the receipt email, right? And then I'll usually change this right here. I add on a little bit, something that's more personal. And then the confirmation, I changed the header that says thank you. I changed the color because it was blue. I can remove this build with Kit, right? Like I told you, I can remove that and then add my own if I want to, but I really don't want the Kit sign up thing even as a button, right? I don't want it to distract from get it now, which I have to also change that call to action because I don't know why it says get it now, but that's not what we're focused on. Okay. So anyway, these are my products that I have here. The Content Mastery Workshop, which is a one-time purchase. We have the Content Vision section, which is a one-time purchase. This workshop is a small, intimate group, only 10 people at a time. I've only had one person purchase. Shout out to Megs. Um, and the workshop is 45 minutes long. We go through all the steps that I have noticed that make a successful uh, like marketing campaign, creative marketing campaign. And then content vision session is a one-on-one, hour long. You tell me what's going on with your business, you tell me what you feel about your content, how do you feel like you're being hung up, stuck, whatever the case may be. All right. Um the FemX Pro. So this one I haven't updated the price, so it's $10 a month. And then this one is the FemX Pro version 2, which is quarterly, and that was $97 a month. Let me go ahead and just go to my settings. And I believe what I wanted was like 30 something. Now, you may be like, oh, why are you know, pricing wise, I'm going to be super honest with y'all. I just, I don't enjoy offering a month to month at a $5, $10 price point. I just don't care for that because trust me, this mentorship is actually really worth the money that you're spending. Okay. It's not one of those things like you pay $5, $10 and kind of forget about it and you don't want to show up and you're just like whatever. Oh, I missed the session, I'll catch the next one. This one is like we're we're building. We're really building. Okay. Um, so anyway, there's the kit starter sign up that I have to do. The T, this one is good. This one is my favorite one, best one by far. That I just love this. I love this so much. Okay, so this is the earning agency. So the T sign up, the earning agency acronym is T. And as you can see, it has the header here, the body, and then if you want your work to earn, not just exist online, this is for you. So pretty much this is the sign up. This is what you get. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the emails that you get. Send me the strategy, weekly emails, unsubscribe anytime, zero spam, high standards only. And I just really love this background right here. All right. I'm going to make it all the way. Yeah. Love it. I love it. See, and this is my thing. Like, I want to use this blue more often because I really love the way this blue looks. It's just sometimes the green that I have, I feel like it's a little hard to see it. Mm. Anyway, I'll play with this later. Sorry. So anyway, this is good, right? We're gonna go ahead and just save and publish. We're gonna go back. That one's good. And then here's the thread template sign up, which is, I think, yeah, okay, we're gonna keep this one, but we're gonna update it. Thread template sign up. And this one is pretty much, this was a product, right? I had this as a product also, which was a pay what you want, pay what you can type thing. Um, pay what you feel. It was a product, and it sent you the 3 templates. Let me see if I can find my if I can find it on Canva. And then I'll show it to y'all. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here is the, so this was a Instagram, I think kind of like a promo type thing for putting it in a story. And then here is the templates, right? So introduction, how to use interactive space threads. Actually, they were supposed to be, hold on. Hmm. There's a page that goes before this page. This is the cover, right? So this is the cover page 4. And then there's like it's supposed to be an introduction to me in Femway, but I guess the page I deleted it or something. I don't know. So how to use interactive space threads. It gives like a breakdown, and then this is the example, right? Or this is just the structure of it. How to use informative subject versus subject. I talked about this a lot, but it'd be like Beehive versus Kit, educational content versus relatable content, things like that. And then you have informative thread, the structure. So you would have the thread with a bullet point outline, and then you would have a poll attached to that. Attached to that, because when you're writing your threads, if you have premium, you can write them fairly long, and then add the poll, then make another tweet, long piece of content. So, you see what I'm saying? And then you want to have a bullet point outline. So you want to have like, which allows people to kind of skim, because people, we're skimmers, right? We're trying to see if this information is going to be helpful to us or not. So we're just looking through it. We're not really like reading it. Um, how to use educational space threads. Here's the breakdown. Here's the structure. And I use this one actually a lot. I used this specific thread structure when I was hosting my spaces. Um, being able, and each one, like one would have a poll, a question, because I wanted it to be almost kind of like a script, like me sharing the script or me sharing um the structure of the space, and people can follow along. I'll say, oh, you can look at tweet one, tweet three, here's a question, answer that, here's a poll, you can vote there, or here's another, maybe I'm sharing a resource, so there will be a link in one of these, right? In step one, step two, or step three, there'll be a link that shares the resource or whatever. Thank you for reading. Tools of the trade. Here's a bonus. And then the bonus is like call to actions. All right, so 3 call to actions for closing your thread. There you go. I feel like this is a pretty good, pretty good resource or tool, but we're going through creating it. So, okay, let me close that out. I'm gonna share this tab. So that's what this was. 3 thread templates to captivate your and engage your audience. Um, and again, maybe I am not sharing it right, not sharing the right information, whatever the case may be. We're just gonna go ahead and say rewrite and update. So now that it's not necessarily up, it's not really a product. You don't have to buy it. It is a free, like a lead magnet type thing. But I want to explain a lead magnet. Okay. The people that sign up for this, say I had 5 people sign up for thread templates. The point of the lead magnet is not just to get them on the email list, but also to, since they signed up for the threads, I know that they're writers. Okay. I'm assuming that they're writers. They are using threads for a specific goal. Maybe they're using threads to reach a certain audience, or maybe they're using threads as like I do to promo spaces, to promo the space and pre-promo the space, primo the space, something like that, right? So when people sign up for the thread template, I would go to sequences and I would build a sequence people who signed up for this, right? So I'll make a note that I need to do a sequence. All right. So this one needs a sequence. I would create the sequence, which would pretty much be after they signed up, the first email would be me sending them the thread, right? The resource that they wanted to download, send it to them, and then the follow-up would be, hey, it's been 3-4 days since you received this. How's it working for you? Do you have any questions? And most of the time, not with this one I won't, but before, when I was charging for it, I always offer like a 30-minute, 45-minute kind of chat. It doesn't necessarily have to be a consultation or like a super serious call, but it's just so I can understand if there's anything that's lacking from the threads template. Is there anything that you need help with? Do you need help implementing it? Like, do you know how to use it? Was it reading well? Those types of things. And then you would, after creating the landing page, after creating the sequence, you would go into your visual automations and you would set it up. So I've had 19 subscribers, well, more than 19 subscribers, for the 6-day email course. And this is what the automation looks like, right? So you have your email course here. This is pretty much start this automation when the subscriber joins 6-day Spaces email course. So when somebody signs up, they go here and then they get a tag. The tags are important because you want to be able to um, segment your audience, segment your readers, know what you can offer them later on. Like I'm currently working on an offer, for this Twitter course, because with the Twitter course in it, I also offer to co-host a space with you. So when you get to a certain point, there is a link that you can click to like set up a time to talk to me about it, and then we will go forward and like set up a time for us to actually host the space. Like you would host it and I would co-host it with you. That way it, it just shows that I'm speaking in your space and I can kind of amplify whatever. Not right now. I'll give it to you in a second. Go ahead, because you ain't got no clothes on. Thank you. Right. And then it goes into how to host Fire Spaces email course. And if you click on it, it allows you to pull the whole thing up so you can see, right? And this is active, and I really just need to pause this for right now because if anybody signs up for this, they're not going to get the updated version. And then you can see here, I have a, hold on, click. After they have done this and they have opened their email, they have opened it, then they'll just finish through the end of automation. But if they do have not, and if they have not opened this email, then they will exit the automation. So if they haven't opened an email after a certain amount of days, they'll just exit because, obviously it may not be. I could add in something right here where it's more like a re-engagement. So maybe after the 7 days or 8 days, if they haven't opened any of the emails, I could re-engage them and say, hey, I saw that you signed up for the course. Some of the emails weren't open. Did you receive them? Are there any questions? Things like that that I can do. So anyway, if you are just now joining the live, I am streaming on X and YouTube. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for being a part of the Co-Create live stream. The purpose of the Co-Create live stream is just to show that I am working, I am creating, I am doing things, I am building the stuff. I'm not just talking about it. I'm showing you the process in which I do my things so that, if it's something new to you, it may be helpful. Or if you have any suggestions for me, you can let me know. Um, this is not a reoccurring live stream, and I say that just because it's not like a set in stone. I live stream every day or whatever the case may be. I would like to, I am planning on making this Co-Create live stream more frequent, but right now I'm enjoying being here. Okay. So again, my name is Jessica Tapia. I'm the founder of Femway, Females Earning Money Our Way. I'm a business mentor, content creator, mom of five. I am a content writer, content marketer. I mean, I've been doing the things for a while as far as entrepreneurship. I've gone through product-based business, service-based business, education-based business. Um, and I've owned my own agency. I've worked with different talent agencies. I've worked with different small businesses and individuals, from midwives to gamers, all of the things. Right now, I am really, really focused on, and into the future, I'm really focused on women, right? Women in tech adjacent creative industries who are looking to build agencies, start an agency, maybe grow an agency. And yes, an agency can be one person that is delegating the work out to others. It does not mean that your agency has to have a full staff team. Doesn't mean you have to have three more plus people, but knowing that you have individuals that you can delegate the work out to if it's something that you can't do. That's what I consider agency ownership, especially the way that I see agency ownership, in a very minimalistic way, meaning that I put I put money, I invest money into my agency. Of course, it is very important to keep up with your finances, know where you're investing, know where your expenses are coming from. um Understanding, is it worth the investment, things like that. I invest in Restream so that I can live stream. I have invested in Kit. I bought the yearly um membership, the subscription, however you want to say that, for like $180. That was a year worth. And I invested in X. I bought the year long subscription of X. I have purchased, or I've signed up for a Co-Create space so that I can leave my house, um, so that I'm not interrupted with children, and I can go into a Co-Create space and work or host these live streams, do my podcasting, video recording, whatever the case is. I made that investment also. It's $100 a month, 4 days a month. And if I wanted to upgrade, I could. It would just cost like twice as much, right? So anyway, I'm making these investments in Femway because I wholly believe in what I'm doing. I want women to know that starting an agency, investing can be quite intimidating. It can be scary. And sometimes I know that we feel like we have to continuously um, or have a continuous subscription and investment in some of these tools that we're using. I use chat all the time. I use Notion. I have paid, you know, a couple of months at a time and then stopped paying for it, and I started using the free version. I'm giving this game, like I'm telling you to play because I don't want people to think that you have to always be investing in a platform or a tool or a service in order to be successful, but we do have to know how to utilize the free plan to the best of our ability in order for us to make the money that we want to see, right? Because at the end of the year, I want this number right here to have like three zeros behind it. Right? That is the goal. I want to have like three zeros behind this. I want $58,000 to have come from my business. You know what I'm saying? From being able to service women who want to start their agencies, learn about marketing. Like I hold on. Right? So I have books here. I continuously read books all the time, and it's for myself, for my own business, so I can, use the information in these books for myself, but it's also so that I can pass this information along to the next person. A lot of people who are mentors, coaches, gurus, however you want to say it, most of the time we are spending, this is project management with AI, right? I'm not a project manager, but I have to manage projects for my own business and I use AI, right? So even though I'm not necessarily a project manager, I'm not going for a project management role, but this is important for me to know the information. And this is also something that I can pass along to my mentees if they're ever interested in it, right? So I spend a lot of time, I've spent a lot of time and money investing in myself, investing in my learning. And like I said, over the past 7 years, Femway has developed into way more than what I ever planned on it being. Right. I started, like I said, I started as a product based business, and now I am a service based, education based business. And I really see mentorship as the flagship offer, right? I want mentorship. I want to educate. I want to have an academy type feeling. Like I want it to feel like we're really moving through these hard to understand concepts, or maybe it's the limiting self beliefs, whatever the case is that is stopping you from creating the content, posting the content, talking about it, talking about yourself, talking about your business, whatever that is. We can work through that together, right? So anyway, okay, so I have let me make sure my Bluetooth is still okay. Um, so what we were doing so far is by the end of the week, I want to have completed my updates to my landing pages. So I need to update the 6 day Twitter course. I have to update this one. I'm going to rewrite the content on this landing page. I need to set up the kit starter, and then for the thread template sign up, I need to rewrite and update some of that information and then make sure the sequence is created. So that's by the end of the, what is going on? Something is happening and it's just, I don't get why it's happening. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Okay. Let me close this out. Okay. And so the next thing is, what's up? I'm live streaming. What's up? Oh. Um my hair in the back looking like a thing. Um, okay, I would really love for you to stop trying to connect to my headphones. I don't understand. Okay. All right. Um, so that is what I'm going to be working on. Not right now. What I'm working on right now is actually the um hold on. Is the art for our co-create. As you can see, I'm using Canva's free plan. I have paid for Canva in the past. I think one of these I actually have a paid membership for, but okay. Okay. Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming. All right, I have to go. My baby is up and crying for me now. It has been 41 minutes. It has been a great time with y'all. Hopefully I can do more actual co-creating. This really sucks that I wasn't able to like finish what I was trying to do, but you know, kids will kid. Anyway, the next thing that I was going to be working on is changing some of these is creating in here. So I have some of these things that I made. Okay. I I've already have some of these things that I have created, so post, right? And then what I wanted to say is pretty much come co-create with me. I can talk. Yeah, come co-create with me. I'm gonna be super honest with y'all. I am, and this is for people on X. Okay, so for the people on YouTube, you can find me on X, Twitter, at thejessicatapia.com. That's my website. Um, at thejessicatapia. That is my handle. You can find me on X. Let me share my screen so you can see it. So you can see here. I'm live right now, right? Um, these are some of the things that I'm doing. Oh, look at my okay. So the title is Co-Create Earning Together Never Felt So Good. I just want y'all to know that I am very, very, very thankful for everybody being here, being a part of the live stream. Thank you for sharing it out. Thank you for liking, commenting. I didn't get any comments, and that's totally okay. The next co-create I'll have the banner made and probably a thread to go along with it. And the next time we will actually get into some of the creation of the landing pages, and I'll share the content that I have. So what I've written, how I use AI to refine and enhance what I've written. I really suggest that when you're creating content, you allow yourself to go through that creative process first and then put it into AI to update those, to change anything, make it sound better or whatever. So yeah. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Follow me on X. You can follow me on YouTube. However y'all want to do that. On YouTube, it is Femway. We are Femway. We are female. We are females earning money our way. So we are Femway. All right. If you have any questions about content marketing, content creation, the process, if you have any questions about Kit, you can definitely hit me up. I will be sharing more about these things as time goes on. I will more than likely be live tonight after I get all my kids to sleep. I will be live tonight. Tomorrow morning, I do have a mentee call with Megan. Hey, shout out, Megs. And yeah, if y'all want to be a part of the network, you can join the X community. Let me show it to y'all because I really want y'all to just like see it. Okay. So let's see. Um, if I can open it up, I will share my screen with y'all. My boy is really out here. Okay, so here we go. Here is the screen, the community, and then here is the earning agency. Femway, FMWY, the earning agency. T, giving you the T on building creative agencies, growth, branding, content, systems plus strategy, support, and clarity to succeed. Seen plus heard equals paid. At this time, in the world, the way the content creator economy is going, you have to put the content out there in the right places at the right times with the right people, and that really just takes you getting used to creating the content, understanding what works for you. That's why I say we take a holistic perspective, because we like to look at the woman and what your skills are, what your interests are, what do you feel comfortable doing versus what do you not feel comfortable doing. How can we push those boundaries a little bit? How can we push you out of your comfort zone? Because there may be something that you are really, you know unknowingly good at, right? And you just think you have your own self-limiting beliefs, like, oh, I can't do this, or this isn't something that I've been good at, or whatever the case may be. We do have a what is it called? Hold on a second. Hold on. We do have a 4-point power scan that I put in here, which is pretty much like a SWOT test. I just I renamed it to make it Femway. So this is a 4-point power scan right here. Going live in 1 hour. This is the space. So it you can play the recording. It was 1 hour long. This is the point of the community here, so that I can share these different types of resources and content with y'all. So anyway, much love, many blessings, peace. I pray that y'all have a fantastic rest of your